Over time, I've come to realize that meal prepping for the entire week doesn't work for me, but not meal prepping at all doesn't work either. So what I do now is I meal prep 1 to 2 recipes every couple of days. That way I always have quick and easy lunches or dinners available for days where I'm feeling lazy or I'm on the go. So that's what I'm gonna do today. I'm gonna make 2 recipes, some egg bites, which is a new recipe I've never tried before, and then some frozen beef burritos, which I've done in the past. I've actually done frozen chicken burritos, and so this is going to be a twist on that recipe. For the egg bites, we're going to start by preheating the oven at 350. Then we combine all of the ingredients in a bowl. So this recipe is for about 12 egg bites, just for reference. It said 6 eggs. I did 5 eggs and some egg whites instead. They have a bit extra protein and less calories and less fat. Then we add in the cottage cheese, which adds a lot of texture, and it also adds a decent amount of protein. For spices, I did oregano, basil, and red pepper. Then we're gonna mix it all up together. And next up, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna chop up some green onion, which we're gonna use as a topping once the egg bites are ready. You can, of course, add it in the mixture if you prefer, but I kind of waited for everything to be ready and then topped it on top just so that it's a little bit crispier. And then we're also gonna chop up some roasted red peppers, which we can throw in the mixture directly. Now, this is where I personally fucked up, but you can learn from my mistake. The recipe said to cook the spinach beforehand. I thought that was a suggestion. So I threw it in raw, and I now realize that there is a very good reason why it was supposed to be cooked beforehand. Not only does it look very funny, it also tastes a little bit off. So the egg bites took about 20 minutes to cook, and I had to cut the filming so we don't really see the final result. You're not missing much because it tasted way better than it looked, trust me. But once they're ready, I'm just gonna say let them out for a few minutes before touching them just to avoid breaking their shape. So for the burritos, I threw everything in a pan. So we have ground beef, rice which was cooked beforehand, black beans, salsa, and then the cheese that was suggested in the recipe was cheddar. I used Monterey Jack. I think I took the jalapeno flavor from Cracker Barrel, and then I added a little bit of black pepper and paprika. And so once these are folded, I store them in aluminum foil, but if you prefer, you could put them in a freezer Ziploc bag, and they're super easy to reheat when you're ready to go. So you could either do air fryer, which is my favorite way because they become very crispy. You could do microwave or stovetop, maybe even oven. And so what I did, because this recipe is quite carb heavy, I used half to make burritos, and the other half I just stored in a Tupperware for if ever I want to have it as it is.